Hey everybody, this is David down in digital imaging and graphics. This is a little tutorial on how to use the new forms that we're going to be using. And these are forms that are in PDF format. So you'll get an email from me. It says forms. Double click it. And what I would do here, since we have four of them, is just highlight all of them. Right click, save as. And make sure you're saving them maybe on your desktop or in My Documents, and make a new folder. And you can see I have a graphics folder right here. It says graphic forums. So you might want to do the same thing, just save it on your desktop or in your documents as graphic forms, and then you just hit OK and save all of them there. So let me close out of this, and you see here's the folder. And you double click on it and you'll have each one of these. What I would do is keep these are blank forms, and you're probably going to be using them a lot and sending them to either faculty or staff if they want something done. Everyone on campus will have access to these forms. We're going to send out and create a website where these forms are accessible. And then what I've done is have a folder that says completed forms. So these are the ones that once you fill them out, you're going to do a save as and save them as the event or the graphics that you want done. So once you have this, let's go ahead and open up the graphics one. I double click. Now mine's going to open up in an Acrobat Pro, but these will all open up in just Acrobat Reader, and they should work fine. Up here where it says job number, this is for Liliana and I and everyone else in communications to keep track of what we're doing. So just click where you see the blue highlighted field. So I can put Dave Danforth. If you hit tab, it just takes you to the next field, 7069. Put today's date. See, it's careers technologies. Under account number, only if this is getting printed. You don't need an account number if you're not getting it printed. This is how we do chargebacks for printing. Event and program date. Cool thing. Required date. Say we need it for 8/10/2012. And we do understand that some things need to be done with a fast turnaround. You'll see, submit this form 5 to 6 weeks prior. We do understand that some things are going to be last minute, but we do ask you guys to know that we sometimes work on multiple projects. We have a lot of things going on. So the sooner you can get the information to us, the better it will be, and it allows us especially when it comes to printing. If it's printing off campus, then we have to get a bid and submit the work, and it takes longer. So 5 to 6 weeks does seem like a long time. If you need it sooner, the sooner the better. You get this information to us. Right here, approved by. This is where some people are having kind of a hard time. This is a digital signature. Now, deans and whoever the deans give responsibility to should be the only ones who sign off here. These are authorized signatures. So if you click on it, you'll see this little thing says sign document. I've already created one for myself, but what you guys will want to do is create a new ID and click here, next, and just hit next again, and fill all this information out here. So we'll do John Doe. And what I would do is I'd save this in the same file as your completed forms. That way you can keep using it over and over again. Hit save. And you're going to have to create a password. So just something that you'll remember, probably the same one you use for GroupWise. So make sure they match up. Finish. It's going to ask you again. Sign. And this is where you're going to save it as a different document. So completed forms. You don't want to save over these distributed. I mean, you can and just refill out the information, but I would save it under completed forms and name it like CT cool thing. whatever the event or the graphic that you need created, and you hit save. Okay, so it's saved this file. And you can continue on saying, yes, I want a graphics, and I want 20 flyers, and I want them laminated. And anything else. You'll see that we have template IDs. Come August, we're going to actually have a website where you guys can choose from different templates. That way we can have consistency in branding. So that would be entered into here. Indoor digital signs, if you need photography, date, time, location. Basically the who, what, when, where, and why. Description of the event. The more information you can put in this area, the easier it is for us to design. Now let's say you're not sure what's going to go on, you want to send me some information. These are hyperlinks for our emails. So you have a quick question before you finish this whole thing, you can click on this and it's going to do a mail to. Cool. Things, info, and that's just to ask us questions. Okay. But just remember, all the information that you want on that flyer, or if it's an event that you need, anything like that, the more you can give us, the easier it is for us to design and get it done. So once this whole thing is done, you hit submit form, and you'll see that it's going to be sent to 4Graphics, which Liliana and I have access to. Make sure this is your email address right here, your name, and hit send. And just hit OK. And that's going to pop up this little 4Graphics thing. You can either add your digital signature or not, and don't add, and bam, it's been sent. You don't have to worry about it. And then what we do is we go under our proxy here and we can say, hey, look, we've got a new job. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, you can either ask Liliana or me. Feel free to stop by my office. I'm in L113, and Liliana's right next door, and we can kind of guide you through this process. I don't think it's too difficult, and really the only thing you need to do is you just kind of do it once. And all the forms, do you want to save this? You guys would say yes, save, but I don't really need to save it. All the forms are very similar. So you see like the web form that you'll need to send to Jack for any updates. Same thing, approved by, dates. Now if there's a link broken or if image needs to be uploaded or there's something wrong, please put the URL of that address in here. So if it's, eastfieldcollege.edu/English department, make sure whatever page that needs something done to it, you put down here. This makes Jack's life a whole lot easier. In the social media, same thing. Let us know if it's going to be on Facebook and Twitter. If you need a graphic to be put on it and you want Liliana or I to create it, same thing. You need to submit a graphic request form. And go ahead and let us know on that graphic request form that you will be using this on social media. So it's either a typed message. If it's typed, then you don't need to. But if it's a message with graphic, you do need to. If you create the graphic, make sure you send it to us so we can look it over to make sure it's meeting branding and Eastfield standards before we send it out. If you have any questions, get a hold of me or Liliana. We can help you out, or I can come up to your office and kind of show you too. Thanks, guys.